to get the car hooked up and not just about mashing the pedal. Often, you'll need to get off the gas pedal to keep your car going straight on a track like this.
Absolutely. Here come the super stocks.
And they come right around out of the staging area to the green flag for Dynasty Bathrooms. So we'll be giving away that Dynasty toilet later on as we get ready to go green for Dynasty. Here we go. Oh boy, we got a traffic jam in turn number 4. We got a traffic jam in turn number 4. All right, everybody, take a deep breath. We're going down to the west end of the judges, or the west end of the grandstand, and we have T-shirts we're giving away this time. Oh, potato chips too. T-shirts and potato chips. If you're sitting at the west end, that is the turn 1 end of the racetrack, get ready to make some noise because here comes Carolyn. Here she comes. Get loud, everybody. She's got her ears open already. From the Flagman West, you got to get loud if you want a treat. You could win a T-shirt or a bag of Old Dutch chips.
How many of you out there have those Canadian flags? Let's see them in the air. There we go.
That's it. Make some noise. Carolyn wants to hear you. And she'll reward you with a T-shirt or some potato chips. All right, get loud, everybody. The T-shirt toss is going on. Well, unfortunately, Darren, Devin Gordon, who is the pole sitter, looks to be the guy taking the brunt of that one.
Yeah, too bad for Devin. I mean, you're behind, or rather in front of a hungry pack of cars and a little bit of an error there, and I mean, there's just nowhere to go. I mean, you can react as fast as you want inside of these race cars, but you are traveling at high speeds, and of course, the surface isn't perfect, so as a result, you know, it's tough to stop, and that just happens. Sometimes you have nowhere to go.
And they're so close together. I mean, it's not like you follow at a safe distance. These guys have got the pedal down at all times, so often there's very little opportunity to get yourself sorted out. Don't forget to grab a 50-50 ticket, half the money to one lucky ticket holder, the other half to the Driver's Point Fund, and of course, tonight there's a second prize as well, and if you want to get in on that, please get yourself a 50-50 ticket. We'd like to say thanks to Criticare EMS and Old Dutch Potato Chips. For obvious reasons, Old Dutch is our choice, and Carolyn's out there in the crowd giving you a little sample right now. Well, we have Dynasty Bathrooms is there to assist with your every need. Check out their weekly Super Shopper ads online at www.dynastybath.com.
Hey, Pat, have you had the opportunity to get down to Logan and check out their showroom?
I have. Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
It is awesome. And not only does Dynasty Bathrooms do bathrooms, they now do kitchens, and some of the quality of that stuff is absolutely amazing. They just do a great job. Family-owned business, locally owned business. It is the place to go.
Well, and there is, I was just going to say, that's a big deal because it's a local, the guy that owns the joint works in the place every day. It's not some giant-sized conglomerate. The guy that owns that business is in that business every day. So when you got problems, he's there to help. When you need creative assistance, he's there for that too. I want to be sure and stop by. Great folks to sponsor our favorite sport. That's Dynasty Bathrooms, 369 Logan Avenue.
Well,
sorry, Darren.
That's all right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, well, Pat Mooney just announced the address of Dynasty Bathrooms in Winnipeg. So we have a Dynasty Bathrooms prize pack to give away. What is your name, sir?
Dan Benoit.
And have you been over to Red River Co-op Speedway before?
Oh, yes, I have.
Awesome place, huh?
Oh, no kidding.
You ready to take home some Dynasty Bathroom prizes?
I sure am.
Here's the question. What is the address of Dynasty Bathrooms?
2369 Logan.
There you go, 369 Logan. Way to go. Congratulations. Winner of a Dynasty Bathrooms prize pack.
And thank you to Carolyn with the cue cards. We are about ready to go. Unfortunately, Devin Gordon's 44X goes to the pits on the hook, and we will realign with no laps complete. We go to a complete restart with the inside row moving up one because Devin Gordon is the poor victim of, I'm not sure, I didn't even see who caused that. It may have been him, may not, but in any case, he is the worst for wear, and he is the guy going to the pits on the record. We want to say thanks to the BP Group and Sun Valley RV. Also, Kennedy Flooring and Keewatin Truck Service. Keewatin Truck Service, another family-run, locally owned business where service is second to none.
You know, you talk about Keewatin Truck Service, and this is the cool thing about that, of course. You remember Jim Hunter competed in the super truck class for years. His son Austin now competes here on Monday nights. We race here Monday nights at Red River Co-op Speedway. 7:30 is the start time, and that's where you can see the B-Mods, the Lightning Sprints, and of course the Pure Stocks and the 4 cylinders. Great racing here on Monday as well.
Monday night, 7:30, although not this Monday because it's a long weekend. We're taking the Monday off, but Darren's going to be doing the weights and some power tanning on the beach at Winnipeg Beach if you want to stop by and check it out.
Boy, that paints a pretty picture, doesn't it?
Well, depends where you're standing, I suppose. Well, we have what's going on here now. Looks like Mike Martin's 55 is encountering troubles, and we got the old police tow truck going down there to give him a hand.
Well, Pat, of course, you know, we just had our sprint car show at Red River Co-op Speedway. It was a lot of fun, and you and I were down last Friday night at River City Speedway in Grand Forks for the World of Outlaws sprint cars, and we know that we have the World of Outlaws late models coming in July to Red River Co-op Speedway, but it's sure cool to watch the World of Outlaws sprint cars over at River City Speedway in Grand Forks. Man, do they get it done.
Yeah, they certainly do, and you know, I've had it likened to trying to watch a tornado. It's very, very difficult to keep an eye on everything that goes on there. Talked with some friends today that were at Fergus Falls for the World of Outlaws show at the I-94 Speedway. Said it was okay. Most of the cars finished where they started. But, I mean, you know, really, like I said to Jamie, I said if you're comparing it to Grand Forks, it's a tough call because it is undoubtedly one of the best races on the circuit every year. So it's a tough measuring stick to have to use.
No doubt about it, but definitely an entertaining show, and we're looking forward to the World of Outlaws late models coming here in July to Red River Co-op Speedway. That is Thursday, July 11th.
2 weeks tonight, and it's going to be a dandy. Yes, it is. The World of Outlaws, the Dirty Dozen, will be here, and we're going to have some big money area drivers as well, drivers from Minnesota, North Dakota. When you pay that kind of money, you draw quite a crowd, and we're looking forward to it. 2 weeks tonight, World of Outlaw late models right here, Red River Co-op Speedway, and you can buy advance tickets here tonight. I think they might be at the Shirt Shack, but if not, the Winnipeg Bus Tourist Table right behind our booth here. And, of course, online at redrivercoopspeedway.ca. Are we ready to go? And if not, why not?
Well, it looks like they're tending to Mike Martin's 55. That's a tough break. Of course, he is a past champion in the super stock division and a guy that's been at it a long time. And we talk about clean racing. We talked earlier about George Balkan racing with Tavia Dorjan being clean. Well, that 55 that's over in turn number 1, Pat, is one of the cleanest drivers I think you'll ever see anywhere on a dirt track.
Another guy very well regarded in the pit area is exactly that. Mike Martin, driver of the Martin's Diesel Service. Scary Larry Signs and Graphics. Reimer overhead door number 55. Mike will race you hard as nails, but he'll never hit you to pass you. He'll never pinch you or take any paint off to keep you where you are. He's a very good clean racer, and really there should be more guys like Mike Martin. There is some, but there's not near enough of them in any one of these classes. That's a tough break for Mike because, as you mentioned, Mike is a past champion in not only the super stock division but the street stock division as well. And these points that Mike will lose, although he did take the initial green, so he may get 7th place points here for this heat race because he did take the initial green flag. There's 6 cars left on the track now, so he may get a 7th place finish. And I know Wayne and his crew will be working hard down in the pit area to make sure they're, if there's any chance of them making the feature, they'll be out here.
Well, Pat, now's a great time to thank Able Crane Services, Johnson Waste Management, and Assiniboia Downs, all sponsors in the 2013 season here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Getting ready, Pat, to go super stock racing.
Super stock racing for Dynasty Bathrooms, and we did not get a lap in, so we have 8 laps up on the board, and we line them up. The 11 car hanging back. That's Ryan Hambleton. Thank you very much. And we're tightening them up here and get ready to go racing for Dynasty Bathrooms. We're green. We're back to racing. Uh-oh. Rod Fiddlers loops the car in turn number 2. Paul Veert also around down there, but we wait. Rod Fiddler in the 5. Don't know if he had help or he got there on his own, but in any case, we send the push truck over there. That brings out another yellow flag. Well, Darren, we're having a hard time getting the super stock race going.
No doubt about it. Tough so far. We have 8 laps remaining on the Pepsi board, so a little bit tough out there today, even in the super truck division. I don't know what do you think, a little dry, or do you think the guys are maybe a little over their head, or?
I think sometimes stuff just happens. You know, I mean, everybody, see, one of the things here, normally, if we had another 4 or 5 super stocks, we'd have 2 heat races.
Right.
So when we've got 10 super stocks, we have 1 heat. Well, they've only got 8 laps to get to the draw spot, which is the top. What do you got with 5? That's for 10 cars. 1 heat is a 5 cars get their point average. And, of course, no one races out here for the money. It's all about bragging rights and fun, right? You want to pass cars. You want to have a good time. I mean, these heat races, all these heat races you watch before intermission, they all pay exactly the same. Zero.
Yep.
These guys all race to intermission for free. So you know they're not trying to tear the fenders off in order to get the big money. Now, our competition director tonight, Russ Smith, has decided that we are going to a single lane start, and that is indicated by the cone on the front straightaway. He's given it 2 tries. He is determined that they cannot get it done. He will now line them up single file, nose to tail, and start it that way. And odds are it'll be a better bet.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the right thing to do, and we're going to find out here momentarily when we get back to super stock racing.
A little bit hard on cars tonight. I mean,
no doubt about it. And those things are expensive, all of them. There isn't a cheap race car in the pits nowadays. There's no doubt about that. It certainly has changed from back when this place started 40 years ago, Pat.
Well, it's absolutely right. But, you know, the one thing that I'll tell you what, the price of this stuff has gone through the roof, as you might imagine, in 40 years. Aluminum was something that only rich farmers had. Now even the poor city guys can buy it. But, I mean, back in the day, I'll tell you this, though. When 30 years ago, when I raced street stocks out here, it paid $100 to win. You know what it pays tonight? $150.
Woohoo.
We're a little ways off on the inflation, but still, we got lots of guys out here. So when I say they're not here for the money, that's obvious. They're not. They're here because they love it. I know you're here for the money. Most of us are out here because we like it.
Yeah, all right. I got a wad burning a hole in my pocket, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, it's a little lighter today. I got that single off you. Well,
I might just give you another one to keep you quiet.
Yeah, well, it'll cost more than that, I'll tell you. So is Rod Fiddler's car gone from over there? And we just, okay, the tow truck's now moving. Rod Fiddler rejoins the field. A single file start. We are getting the green next time by. We're ready to go racing for Dynasty Bathrooms next time around. And then we have 3 heats of late models coming at you. Okay, bumper to bumper. Paul Veert brings him to the green. And behind him, it's Kevin Penner. Those 2 cars are the same brand, as a matter of fact. Both those cars are Fager's race cars. The 88, far newer, but still the same design. A 3-link rear suspension. Green flag. We're racing for Dynasty Bathrooms. Paul Veert on the bottom. He gets a few lengths on second place Penner, but here comes Scott Brown in the Dodge-powered 15. He gets inside on Tabitha Wasilek. They are door-to-door in turn 4, but not for long. Scott Brown, the 11R, spins it out. Ryan Hambleton spins in turn number 4, and we're going to give him some time to see if he can get it going. Apparently not. Apparently not. And those of you that are regulars with us here know why those cars are hard to start, because they use what's called a Burt transmission, and they are actually locked 1-to-1 with the crankshaft. So when you spin that car out, it often stalls before you even get a chance to do anything with the clutch. It does also takes a minute to hear if you've got it running or not. They often are tough to start because if the guy's got his foot on the gas pedal and they stall, the thing floods. There's all kinds of reasons why they don't just fire up immediately. But if we get the light out quick enough, we can. No, not this time. Oh, we got Kevin Penner getting a nose job down there in turn 1. Nose job, I said. Don't get excited. Boy, this is. We started this race with 10 cars. We got how many running yet? 5, 4, 3?
4 or 5 maybe.
Oh, wait, we got a competition director on the job tonight that's had enough.
Do we ever?
Super stocks are done. See you guys later. We're going late model racing, everybody. Oh, the crowd likes it. Tough crowd, boy. They'll throw you to the wolves, I'll tell you. Super stocks, take a break, boys. This is what they call, I think in parenting today, they call that a timeout.
Timeout. That's right.
I see.
Time for a timeout.
Well, I wonder if they let the kids beat themselves up for 5 minutes first. But in any
Pat,
case.
well, you've traveled to a lot of racetracks. It's very, very common.
Well, not common enough, I'll tell you.
Well,
But it's a good
it
thing.
might be common here starting today.
Well, I like it. Hey, so we have 3 heats of late model racing, and here's how they line up. Starting on the pole, look at this. The guy that drew the best number in the bucket